Today we got a story of, oh wow, ooh, okay now. Today we got a story of a pretty bad boyfriend. That's a bit of an understatement. I mean, you could read the title, man. This is like some Hansel and Gretel type story. Anyways, leave a like in the video to claim your free nothing. And let's call today's subscriber who sent in the story, let's call her Anna. So Anna is, let's just say a sophomore in high school. She's sometime in high school, let's just say a sophomore. And Anna's been friends with this girl who we're going to call Sam throughout the rest of the video. And Sam and Anna have been friends since like first grade, second grade, and they've stayed friends for the entire time. So they've been best friends for a very, very, very long time. And they have a really, really good relationship. Anyways, right, Sam has recently gotten herself a boyfriend, and this boyfriend we're going to call Ben. And if you can't already figure out by the title of the video, well, Ben is not the greatest dude ever. So Anna knows that Sam, her friend, got a boyfriend, but Anna doesn't know anything about this guy. She's seen like a photo of him, and you know, he's a pretty decent looking dude. Like, Anna's pretty excited since Sam has never really been in a relationship before, but Anna doesn't realize that something is a little bit suspect. Until she has a sleepover with her friend Sam, which they have on a somewhat semi-regular basis. Not like every weekend or something crazy, but they have it every couple of weeks to kind of catch up. And at the sleepover, Sam and Anna sit down and they because Anna wants to know what's up with Sam and her boyfriend. So anyways, right, you know, Anna goes over to Sam's house. They do whatever girls do at sleepovers. As not a girl, I don't know. I'm assuming you guys don't play Lego Star Wars on the Wii, but if you do, that's fire. Anyways, right, Anna and Sam, they're doing whatever girls do at sleepovers. They're just catching up, you know, doing stuff. My lack of knowledge on that subject is a little weird, how little I can't even comprehend what girls do at a sleepover. Like, it's definitely not that weird or that different at all. You guys probably do the exact same thing. Anyways, kind of getting derailed, but eventually the topic of the boyfriend comes up, and Anna's very curious, as understandably she would be. I mean, Sam's her good friend. She's known Sam for many years. They're best friends. Of course, Anna wants to know everything about this boyfriend. So sure enough, Sam starts going on about oh yeah, we met on, you know, some dating website, maybe Tinder or something. I hate Tinder, bro. Not because I don't get any matches. Shut the fuck. And how they've been dating for maybe a couple weeks at this point, and how, you know, Ben was so nice to her, and how, you know, Ben is always complimenting her and how she looks, and how Ben is and the thing is, right, you know, to be fair, right, you know, Sam has always had a few issues, body issues, and just kind of not feeling super confident in the way that Ben would just go on and on and on about how beautiful she was and all that kind of stuff, and very descriptive and all that boyfriend girlfriend stuff that will get me yellow flagged or whatever. I don't know. I like money, and all that good stuff. And she's feeling really good about it. And honestly, dude, Anna was happy. Anna was happy for Sam. It seemed like Sam finally found someone that made her feel good about herself. But this is where, you know, kind of went off the deep end, because up until this point, things were chilling, and Anna thought that, Ben was kind of a cool dude. He seemed like the perfect fit for her, for her friend, dude. This is where things got a little strange. Anyways, Anna was still, listening to Sam go on, and Sam's yeah, and he, I don't know, we've done some cool couple things. I mean, some of the couple activities he suggests are a little bit weird, but I don't know, I still like it. And Anna, kind of curious, was oh, what are these kind of weird couple activities? Anna was thinking something along the lines of maybe he forced her to play some game, video game, sports, whatever, right, that she didn't like and was a little weird. Or maybe she didn't like board games, and Ben was a board game fanatic, loved every board game from a certain time period and just wanted to play it. Maybe they sat down and read War and Peace together. That's not your traditional dating activity, but she was not expecting what was about to come. And Sam went on to tell Anna, yeah, so it was kind of weird, but he was I don't know, he wanted to spoon feed me ice cream. And Anna was oh, so he got you an ice cream dish and was feeding it to you I don't know, you're a baby or something. Anna was all right, that's a little weird or whatever. And Sam was no, he just brought over 2 whole tubs of it. And Anna was kind of just what? And Sam said that after that he was wow, we should do this daily. And Anna looked at Sam and she's like, dude, you know, that's probably like not healthy. You shouldn't do that daily. And the thing is, right, Sam kind of snapped at Anna. She was like, I'm going to do whatever I want with my boyfriend. And like, Anna was kind of taken aback because like, she wasn't even really saying anything that out there. All she was saying was like, dude, don't eat 2 tubs of ice cream a day. Like, what's that, like 3K, just don't eat 3,000 calories of ice cream per day, bro. Like, is that controversial, bro? Is that really that controversial? But and Anna kind of just chalked it up to be like, all right, well, you know, Sam's just very happy to be with her new boyfriend and whatever. She just is protective about it. And for the rest of the night, it was fine. They didn't really talk about Ben that much anymore. Anna had a bad feeling about Ben, because that one thing really just kind of like set her off. And she's like, something's really wrong here. But she didn't think anything of it. Anna and Sam had a really good rest of their night. And that was it for the sleepover. But a little bit later on, like a day or two later, Anna or Sam invites Anna to go out to dinner with her and Ben, because her and Ben were going to go out to dinner. And Anna or Sam was telling Ben all about, you know, Anna, since Anna is her best friend or was her best friend at the time. And, you know, Ben was Sam's boyfriend, so Sam wanted her best friend and her boyfriend to meet. Totally normal, and Anna honestly was pretty excited because she's like, all right, I got a bad feeling about this guy, but like this is just from a story told to me once. I want to meet him in person. I want to talk to him. I'll come up with my conclusion then. And either way, I'm excited. I'm excited for Sam, whatever. So this is where things really go downhill. This is like, if you thought what I just said was bad, this is like where it really gets bad. Comment Sam down below, the name of one of the main characters. If you want to heart on your comment, that's the secret word of the day. I'll try and heart as many of those comments as possible. And by the way, if you want to submit your own stories, because this story was submitted to me, submit it to my Instagram. It's Connor Pugs. It's in the description. And follow me there, even if you're not going to submit a story, because I want to feel good about myself and have a big number to make me feel good about myself. Also, turn on notifications or you'll never see my videos again because YouTube's bad. Anyways, let's just go cut right to the dinner. So Anna gets there and she's kind of looking around, and she's trying to find Sam and Ben. She doesn't know what Ben looks like, but of course she knows what Sam looks like. She goes to the front, kind of like the front area of this, or the front desk, I should say, of this restaurant. It's like not super fancy, but it did take reservations if you wanted to. You could also just walk in if you wanted to. And the person at the front of the desk was kind of just like, oh yeah, like, are you looking for a party of 2 under Sam, or party of 3 under Sam? Yes, go back there, and you know, points back there. And Anna's looking back and she sees Sam, and then she sees Ben, who's looking just like this. Anyways, right, so Anna walks over and Sam's like, oh, Anna, like, turns to Ben, this is my boyfriend, Ben, you know, I'm sure, like, I've told you all about him, but this is the first time you guys will be meeting. And Ben's like, Anna, it's nice to meet you, like, Sam's told me all about you, like, I'm so excited to get to meet you tonight. And Anna's like, yeah, haha, Sam's told me all about you too. No, she didn't say it like that, but in her head, she was a little bit like, yeah, Sam's told me a lot about you. Not all great, though. She thought it was all great, but I'm not so sure about that. Anyways, right, they sit down, and they have some good conversations. Anna asks Ben about, like, you know, where he goes to school, what he's planning on doing, what he does in his free time. Apparently, like, you know, Ben, you know, because they're sophomores or whatever, they're in high school. Ben actually has, like, a part-time job, and he's trying to become, like, a welder or whatever, which, like, kind of a random, like, tangent. If you don't really want to go to college, going to a trade school is a fantastic idea. You can go there for a lot less money, a lot less time, and get a career that pays more than most careers you'll get out of a 4-year college. Not part of the video, not important. Anyways, right, this is where things start to really take a twist. You thought things were going to be okay. False. You fool. You absolute idiot. I'm just kidding. Anyways, right, so eventually comes the time for the waiter to come over and order. And, you know, so Anna orders whatever she orders. And, you know, next the waiter turns to Sam. And Sam doesn't order anything, which Anna's, like, really weirded out by. And the waiter is kind of, like, a little weirded when Sam doesn't say anything. But Sam's kind of just, like, looking at the waiter with this nice little smile on her face. And this is when Ben is like, oh, I'll order for her. And here's the thing. My mom used to order for me when I was 7. It didn't really happen after I was 7, dude. Like, it kind of stopped then. So Anna was really just weirded out by this. And Ben went on to say, yes, she will have the deluxe cheeseburger, and she will get 2 of those, and I will have a salad. And Anna's like, All right. And you might be thinking that is like, first of all, huge red flag, but you might be thinking that must be the red flag. No, 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 no. Ben just goes full mask off in the next like 15 minutes, and it's pretty jaw dropping. I can't speak, bro. I'm sorry. So kind of strap in a little bit for what's about to come. So, right, Anna's sitting there, and Anna was gonna be like, "Oh, Ben, like, do you play any sports?" But Ben just decided, like, you know what, we're just gonna go. You know what, we're close enough to being completely derailed and dehinged. Let's just go all the way, bro. So Ben looks at Anna, and Ben puts his hand on Sam's hand, and Ben is like, "Anna, like, there's a little bit more I want to tell you about our relationship." And Anna's like, "Okay, please be something not weird." And Ben is like, "So, you know, I don't know how to break this to you, but, you know, we have a plan, Sam and I, that, Sam is going to try and gain around 200 to 300 pounds. And Anna's like, "Damn it, I knew it was going to be weird." All right. I'm going to go back to the story in a second, but I think it's important I put a little disclaimer here. I'm trying to make this story entertaining because it's very interesting and weird and out there, but I should put a disclaimer that stuff like this really does happen, and putting on a ton of weight, especially unhealthily, not like through the gym and muscle or whatever, it's very dangerous, and you could very well pass away from this. And, you know, there's a lot of arguments that when someone does this to another person, even if they agree to it, it's kind of like some kind of degree of, look, there's some words I just can't say on YouTube or they're going to get very mad at me. I just want to say that, like, this is, like, very serious. And if you're in a relationship like this, like, look, this video is for entertainment purposes, but please consider seeking help. Anyways, back to the funny moments. So Ben kind of just goes on to explain more of this, and Anna kind of just looks at Sam, and she's like, "Sam, and you agree to all of this?" And Sam's like, "Yes, it's all for love. You don't understand." Like, Sam's in a bad, Sam's in a bad position, and Anna's like, "All right, this is awkward. I really want to go, but I really can't." So anyways, what ends up happening is Anna just kind of is like, "Okay, guys, like, just be safe and do whatever you want as long as you're both happy and you're both safe." And Ben and Sam was like, "Oh, thank you so much for understanding." And Ben is like, "Oh, you're a great friend." And Anna in her head is like, "Dude, if I had a baseball bat, your head would be completely obliterated right now." But anyways, right, YouTube, don't take me down for violence, please. But anyways, right, they're sitting there, and the food comes over, and Anna's like, "Bro, I can't even watch this, bro. I can't even watch this." So Anna's like, "I'm sorry, I gotta go to the bathroom." Goes to the bathroom for like 30 minutes, comes back. It's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, my mom's calling me. I gotta go." Anna dips out of there quickly. The next day rolls around. Anna finds Sam at school because they do go to the same school. They don't have any classes together, which will make the next couple months a little less awkward, but she confronts Sam and basically tells her, "Dude, this is a terrible relationship. This is very dangerous. You need to get out of it." And Anna doesn't sugarcoat anything. Like, Anna and Sam are like, Anna's kind of known for kind of being like, "Oh yeah, everything's great. Everything's wonderful. Everything's cool if you're part of a team, Lego movie, whatever," right? Not this way. She just says, "Hey, this is terrible. You got to get out of this." And unfortunately, Sam does not take this well at all, as Sam is super involved in this relationship and really, like, since this is like the first person who's ever really liked her, which it's not true, the relationship is terrible. But Anna and Sam are like, no, they kind of like break up as being not even just best friends, but friends in general. Sam gets really upset, and they kind of just mutually decide that they gotta at least take a break. Like, Sam is like, "I'm never going to be friends with you again," but, like, they kind of both know, it's like, they're taking a break from each other. So Anna decides to contact Sam's mom and lets her know everything that's going on. And honestly, that just kind of makes Sam more upset, but Anna believes that this is a long-term investment, not a short-term investment, as Anna does believe that eventually Sam will realize how bad this is and will come to thank Anna for trying to do everything she possibly can. And even if Anna loses her friend forever, she will have a clear conscience if she knew she did everything she possibly could to get her out of the situation. Unfortunately, Sam's mom does not have any real control over what's going on. Sam's mom is very, like, against it, and apparently tried, like, kind of like ban Ben from ever coming to Sam's house, but really didn't feel like she had a lot of control of where Sam ended up going, because Sam had access to a car, and while she could like be banned from a car, Ben could always come pick her up at like a park or something or a mall or whatever. And it was just very difficult. However, in about 3 months' time, Sam kind of realized how bad of a situation she was in, and she was able to break up with her boyfriend. And this is where the story picks up again. So this all happens one day, right? Anna's just kind of, she's chilling at home on a Saturday, and she gets a text message from Anna, who she's not spoken to for the last 3 months. It's a long text message basically saying that she's sorry, that Anna was right, that she broke up with Ben, and that she is so thankful that Anna, did her best, who saw what was happening. And even though that, like, she says, Sam's like, I was a jerk to you. You were in the right, I was in the wrong, and you still did the best thing for me. Can we please get dinner and talk about this? And they did. And, they're friends now. Things are good. It turns out if you do good things for, people who you love, maybe they won't understand it at first, but eventually they will. Thankfully, this story had a happy ending. Not all like these have happy endings. I hope you guys all have a great day. Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.